Hey, this video is for all of my fellow youth pastors. I realized this morning as I was driving past the local high school where a lot of my students go to school that I really don't pray enough for our students while they're at school. So as I was driving by this morning, I said some prayers that came to my mind, and I want to challenge you as youth pastors to pray for your students in school. I get countless opportunities to talk to teens about different things that are happening in their schools and things that are happening to them while they're in schools and way they're being pressured and things like that. So I just want to share with you 3 of the prayers that came to my mind this morning as I was driving by the school. And I want to encourage you, next time you think about your students in school or you drive next to a local school, middle school or high school, just say a prayer. And here's the 3 prayers that I prayed this morning. The first one was that the students would glorify God in all that they say and do. We talk about it every single week pretty much at youth group, that it wouldn't be an experience that stays at youth group, that it wouldn't be an experience that stays at church, but they would take it with them home and take it to their schools with them, to their friends, that they would be able to lift up the name of God in everything that they say and everything that they do throughout that school day. So that was the first prayer that came to mind, that my students from my church would begin to put their faith into action and glorify God through their actions and through their words that day. The second thing I prayed was that they would be guarded from temptation, and when they were tempted or when they were faced with pressure, that they would be strengthened to resist it. Our students go through so much every single day, so much pressure, so much temptation. So that prayer was just really simple. It was just, God, protect them from that temptation and strengthen them to resist it when they are tempted, because it's going to happen. They're going to get pressured. They're going to get tempted. So that was just a simple prayer, asking God to protect them and to strengthen them through that temptation. And the third one was that there would be a move of God within the school district, within the school itself, and that really revival would break out among the students. This was kind of a desperate prayer, but I believe that it's also a realistic prayer, that sometimes we pray for revival, and we pray and we desire for all these students to come to know God and for a move of God to happen in our school districts, but we don't really expect it, but it is a realistic prayer. So I encourage you to just pray that over your school districts, over your students, that a move of God would be ignited within that school district. So I encourage you, next time you drive past a school or think about your students in school, don't forget to pray for them. Pray that they would glorify God in all that they say and do, that they would be guarded and protected and strengthened from and through temptation, and that a move of God would catch fire among the students and in the school districts, and revival would break out in your town. And this really goes not only for youth pastors, but any pastor, anyone who's at their normal work day, or for high schoolers in school, or for college students in their classes. But don't forget to pray for the body that God has put you in charge of as shepherd. I think that's one of the key roles of the youth pastor, is to pray for the students. And I was challenged this morning that I really don't do it enough. So I just wanted to pass that challenge on to all my fellow youth pastors. Thanks, guys.